Selections from the Gateless Gate by Huikai. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Case 15. Tozan's 3 Blows. Tozan went to Wumen. Wumen asked him where he had come from. Tozan said, "From Sato village." Wumen asked, "In what temple did you remain for the summer?" Tozan replied, "The temple of Hoji, south of the lake." "When did you leave there?" asked Wumen, wondering how long Tozan would continue with such factual answers. "The 25th of August," answered Tozan. Wumen said, "I should give you 3 blows with a stick, but today I forgive you." The next day Tozan bowed to Wumen and asked, "Yesterday you forgave me 3 blows. I do not know why you thought me wrong." Wumen, rebuking Tozan's spiritless responses, said, "You are good for nothing. You simply wander from one monastery to another." Before Wumen's words were ended, Tozan was enlightened. Wumen's comment. Wumen fed Tozan good Zen food. If Tozan can digest it, Wumen may add another member to his family. In the evening, Tozan swam around in the sea of good and bad, but at dawn, Wumen crushed his nutshell. After all, he wasn't so smart. Now I want to ask, did Tozan deserve the 3 blows? If you say yes, not only Tozan but every one of you deserves them. If you say no, Wumen is speaking a lie. If you answer this question clearly, you can eat the same food as Tozan. The lioness teaches her cubs roughly. The cubs jump and she knocks them down. When Wumen saw Tozan, his first arrow was light. His second arrow shot deep. End of Case 15. Case 19. Everyday life is the path. Joshu asked Nansen, "What is the path?" Nansen said, "Everyday life is the path." Joshu asked, "Can it be studied?" Nansen said, "If you try to study, you will be far away from it." Joshu asked, "If I do not study, how can I know it is the path?" Nansen said, "The path does not belong to the perception world, neither does it belong to the non-perception world. Cognition is a delusion, and non-cognition is senseless. If you want to reach the true path beyond doubt, place yourself in the same freedom as sky. You name it neither good nor not good." At these words, Joshu was enlightened. Wumen's comment. Nansen could melt Joshu's frozen doubts at once when Joshu asked his questions. I doubt, though, if Joshu reached the point that Nansen did. He needed 30 more years of study. In spring, hundreds of flowers. In autumn, a harvest moon. In summer, a refreshing breeze. In winter, snow will accompany you. If useless things do not hang in your mind, any season is a good season for you. End of Case 19. Case 43. Shuzan's Short Staff. Shuzan held out his short staff and said, "If you call this a short staff, you oppose its reality. If you do not call it a short staff, you ignore the fact. Now what do you wish to call this?" Wumen's comment. If you call this a short staff, you oppose its reality. If you do not call it a short staff, you ignore the fact. It cannot be expressed with words, and it cannot be expressed without words. Now say quickly what it is. Holding out the short staff, he gave an order of life or death. Positive and negative interwoven, even Buddhas and patriarchs cannot escape this attack. End of Case 43. End of selections from the Gateless Gate. Recorded by John Darrell.